Welcome to Past Chronicles. Today, we're venturing into the shadows of ancient Rome to uncover the hidden and forgotten deities. Gods who were once worshipped but have since faded from history. These forgotten gods tell a deeper story about the beliefs and rituals of the Roman Empire, revealing a side of the ancient world that many of us never see. The Romans had an extensive pantheon of gods and goddesses, each responsible for different aspects of life: war, agriculture, love, and even death. But beyond the famous names like Jupiter, Mars, and Venus, there were countless lesser-known deities that held power and influence over specific regions or aspects of daily life. Some of these forgotten gods were local, worshipped only in particular towns or cities, while others were introduced into Roman culture from conquered lands. For me, these lesser gods offer a fascinating glimpse into how Romans adopted and adapted different religious practices into their own belief system. So, why were these gods forgotten, and how did their worship fade into obscurity? As the Roman Empire expanded, it absorbed a wide variety of foreign gods and cults. Some of these deities were once revered by the masses, but over time, they were either replaced or simply overshadowed by more prominent gods. One major reason for their disappearance is, of course, the rise of Christianity, which eventually supplanted the traditional Roman gods. The Christianization of the empire led to the decline of many pagan cults, and eventually, the worship of these gods was outlawed. For me, this profound shift in religious belief marks a major turning point in Roman history, where so many ancient practices were lost to time. Some of these forgotten gods were tied to very specific regions of the empire. For example, the goddess Angerona was worshipped in Rome itself, believed to protect the city from disease and disaster. She was also the goddess of silence, and her rituals were quiet and secretive. Her worship was so localized that after the fall of the empire, her name just faded from memory. And then there's Clocina, the goddess of the Roman sewer system. Yes, you heard that right. The Romans believed that keeping the city's sewers clean and functional was crucial for preventing disease and keeping Rome's citizens healthy. She was honored with a small shrine near the Roman Forum, but just like Angerona, after the fall of Rome, Clocina's influence vanished. In addition to these more obscure public gods, many cults and secret societies worshipped deities that were hidden from the public eye. Some of these cults involved mystery rites, rituals that promised initiation into secret knowledge and power. These groups, like the cult of Mithras, were known for their elaborate initiation ceremonies and were especially popular among Roman soldiers. The Mithraic mysteries were one of the most secretive religious movements in Rome. Initiates were sworn to absolute secrecy, and their rituals were believed to provide divine protection and even rewards in the afterlife. To me, the secretive nature of this cult really speaks to the deep-seated fears and desires of Roman soldiers, who were seeking something more than just military glory on the battlefield. Many of these forgotten gods were more than just symbols. They were believed to hold real, tangible power. Their worship had practical implications, from ensuring the safety of a Roman legion on campaign to protecting a family's crops from blight. Without these gods, many Romans truly believed their lives would be unprotected, and they would face constant hardship and misfortune. These gods were a reflection of the core values and priorities of Roman society: power, control, and protection. To me, the fact that so many of these gods have been forgotten shows how civilizations evolve and change over time, leaving behind aspects of their culture that were once absolutely vital. As the Roman Empire embraced Christianity, many of the old gods were discarded. Temples were repurposed into churches, shrines were destroyed, and the worship of these forgotten gods was gradually but systematically stamped out. The rise of Christianity marked the end of an era for these ancient deities. However, the legacy of these gods lives on in the ruins and relics that remain. Archaeologists continue to uncover small statues, inscriptions, and artifacts that tell the story of these forgotten gods. To me, these remnants are a powerful testament to the incredible complexity of Roman religion and the sheer diversity of beliefs that once shaped the empire. While most of these gods are no longer worshipped, their legacy remains in the ancient ruins, inscriptions, and stories passed down through history. The memory of these gods lives on in the artifacts they left behind, offering us a precious glimpse into a world that is long gone. So, what do you think about the forgotten gods of the Roman Empire? Do you believe the decline of these deities marked the end of Roman civilization, or were they simply replaced by a new era of belief? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into ancient mysteries right here on Past Chronicles. Thanks for watching.